When I first heard about the tournament, I was offered a alternate spot, and I had someone drop out and was able to fill in and become one of the main tournament fighters, which I was thrilled about. There's something just about the tournament setting, that format, that's sort of just primal, I guess, and it's not even necessarily who the best fighter is. It's just who can last, who can gut it out, who can get through it. And when I first saw the UFC, when I first was, becoming interested in it, it was the tournament format. That's how I was inundated. That's how I was indoctrinated into the UFC, as a fan. And now to get to actually do that as a participant is something I never thought would, happen. So it's a little bit, I guess, surreal, for lack of a better term. Tonight I was training with Thomas Longacre. He's a former multi-kickboxing champion. He's done great at helping me develop my stand-up game. I came into this sport just sort of as just an athletic, strong guy in shape, and for years that's pretty much what I relied on. I didn't really have to get real technical with it, and in the past couple years I've tried to focus on the more technical aspect, and he's made me slow down my game and really break it down and get that, technical aspect that I've been missing. I think routine's probably pretty important on fight week. If nothing else, I mean, a lot of it perhaps is more placebo effect or just kind of peace of mind. I mean, it's hard. I'd say the week of the fight is one of the hardest things about fighting, just that anticipation, that nervous energy you have, waiting all week to get to that one moment that you've trained for. So I think the routine, at least for me, I can't speak for anyone else, but it just helps me keep sane and not kill everyone around me during fight week.
She said this would be your last meal, huh?
Yeah, it will be. And last fluids too. I'll cut out fluids. I cut out food and fluids about 24 hours before. But I'm still really hydrated from, I drank about 3 gallons yesterday. So it's not like going 24 hours without fluids is gonna be bad. Morning, Rick. How are you?
The Girl Scout mint.
Yeah.
Basically the same nutrients as all the rest of them.
Yeah.
Then I add in the PDM, or protein drink mix. 1 net carb.
All right. They said that they faxed it and emailed it. They called me and told me that they did. So they should have it.
I don't understand the logic of it.
I didn't have a trainer or cornerman, so my sister was in my corner. And she didn't know anything about fighting, and they gave me, I think it was 1 or 2 sheets of paper to fill out, and there was a spot that said nickname in between the first and last name, and I was just kind of looking at it, and I showed her and laughed, and I was like, I don't have a nickname. And she wrote "that just happened" in, and the announcers, I won that first amateur fight with a knee from the clinch, within a minute or two of the fight. And the announcer, because that was written on there, started yelling "that just happened," and the crowd liked it, and everyone made comments about it, so I just kept it afterwards.
I can't believe you think that's not a good story.
Yeah.
It'll make a great T-shirt.
Yeah.
4 first-round victories in under 45 seconds,
So,
and 2 within 15 seconds.
mm-hmm.
So you learn the Oklahoma way of not working by the hour.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Not nearly as much. Right here. Sit up straight. Good. Come on this way. Yeah. There you go. That's the money one. Very good. Disc space. There. 2011, you had that disc space.
Yeah.
2014. It's about cut in half.
So it's compressed
with
down.
that degree of bone spur and that degree of compression like we talked about. That's what we would see in 60 and 70 year olds, and that's the bracing of these two, C5 and C6 together, out of necessity because of the break. That's putting a lot of stress and wear and tear on that one. So that's the normal, going from that disc to that disc would normally take 30 or 40 years.
All right, first fighter to the scale, Brock Larson. To the scale from the red corner, Trey Houston. 169.6. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of history. I can count every tournament winner on one hand. Tomorrow night, the 8-man tournament returns live from the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 10 p.m. Eastern. And live on pay-per-view. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, one of these young men will leave champion. He will leave with the belt, and he will leave with $50,000. Winner takes all. Give him a big hand.
For me, I do it as a mode of self-discovery, kind of. I mean, everyone has this skewed version of themselves, and it's hard to strip away, all everything false that makes up your life. And fighting's been one of the easiest ways to do that. It offers a level of honesty, a level of clarity that this life rarely affords. More than anything, it's having your misconceptions stripped away and maybe seeing something that you don't like about yourself, like that you'll fold, under pressure, that you'll give up, that you'll make an excuse. So I think more than anything, people are scared of seeing who they really are, when push comes to shove.